Good morning. This is Mr. Lipson. Welcome back to music. This is our second activity of the school year for 3rd through 5th grade and a continuation of last week's music reading assignment when we were reading our notes on the treble clef staff on classics for kids. So now we're really going to start reading this music and playing it on an instrument. Here is our assignment that I made up and I want to share with you. So take a look at this. I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to show you the directions and exactly what you need to do for the week. So your job, using a pitched instrument that you have at home, you can use a piano, a xylophone, or violin, or something that has different pitches, not just the same note like a drum. You're going to perform these melodies below, using the correct note names and rhythms. Well, let me show you how we're going to do this. It's not as tricky as you might think. It's pretty easy. I provided lots of help for you. You can use the notes above as a reference to help you identify the notes. Remember, on our treble clef staff, every good boy does fine is on the line. E, G, B, D, F. Let me zoom in so you can see that. You're going to use that as a reference to help you find that. You're also going to use the beats provided on the right. Easy beats, just a quarter note for one beat, 2/8 notes, which 2/8 notes are one beat, and a quarter rest, which is silence. So let's zoom down to our music. And your job this week is to play the 4 songs that I created for you using the correct notes, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So how do you do this? Let's look at number 1 first. Take a look at my mouse, everybody. So you see the 4/4, that's your time signature. That just means that there's 4 beats in a measure. This is the treble clef on the left. And how do I read these beats and notes? First, we need to figure out what kind of beat this is. Well, that looks like a quarter note, so that gets 1 beat. That's a shush. These are 2/8 notes. Tati. They're a little faster. Now that we got the beats down, we're going to speak it with the beats. Ta, ta, ta. Sh. Ta-ti, ta, ta. Sh. Easy enough, right? Well, now what you're gonna do next is you're going to look at your notes here as a reference to help you figure it out. So you're going to use this. So what's our first note? I'm looking at this note. It looks like it's on a space. Remember, if it's on a space, it's F, A, C, E. So that's a C. That's the second note's on a line. Which one is that? That one's going to be E, G, B, D, F. That one's a D, and that's another C. Then we're going to have 2 G's, an A, and a B. You can use this as every good boy does fine as a reference to figure it out. Then what you're going to do is, using that, you're going to perform it on your instrument at home. I will demonstrate it. So let's go let me show you. I have a xylophone here. Let me go show you my xylophone. So that way I can show you how to do it. So I'm looking at the beats, I see it. C, D, C, G, G, A, B. That's it, that's all it is. So that's for etude number 1. I did number 1 for you. Your job is to perform number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Now we have an important thing to address. You might be thinking, well, Mr. Lipson, I don't have an instrument at home. I can't do this. I don't have an instrument. Well, that's okay. You don't have to have an instrument at home to do this. You just need a computer, or you need just like technology, which we should all have our technology available to us. So if you don't have an instrument, what you can do to help you is locate music or instruments on different websites, which I will provide for you. There's this one really cool website that I want to share with you that has piano on it and xylophone. I'll share this. This is called apranis.com, and this one's really cool because you can play the different notes on it, and they're all labeled. So you just got to focus on looking at the notes. And I highly recommend printing out the music so you can look at it so you don't have to go between different screens. Another website where you can play on a pitched instrument is the xylophone here. Yeah, so this I will share all the websites for doing this. Lastly, drums do not count because drums only produce one pitch, like the same sound. So anything that makes a drum or a clap or a snap does not count. It has to be a pitched instrument. So your piano, your violin, a clarinet, a saxophone, anything that makes different kinds of pitches or sounds. And if you don't have that, you can use a music website with different electronic website instruments to do it. All right, have a really good week. I'm really excited to hear you perform and read music. That's what we're really working on this year, is reading music. All right, have a good week.